Talofa, good morning. Welcome to Le Mafutanga. My name is Pastor Tala, and it's such a joy to be with you this morning. If you've been following the Le Mafutanga, we've been studying the book of Philippians. And just a quick overview, my colleagues have gone over chapter 1. And in chapter 1, the Apostle Paul greets his beloved church in Philippi, and he gives thanks to God for them. And then he fills his church, while he's writing this letter, he tells his church his current circumstances. And we know his circumstances. He was in prison, he was locked down, he was in chains, he was oppressed, he was suffering for the cause of Christ. And then also in chapter 1, he looks forward to being set free as an answer to their prayer. And so when he launches into chapter 2, he appeals to the church. And so our word for this morning, or our devotional thought, comes from Philippians 2, verse 1 to 11. But I'm just going to concentrate or read from verse 1 to 5. And it says, "Therefore, if you have any encouragement from being united with Christ, if any comfort from his love, if any common sharing in the Spirit, if any tenderness and compassion, then make my joy complete." When I got to that part of verse 2, I'm like, Apostle Paul, can you pump the brakes on that? Make your joy complete. You mean you already had joy while you were in lockdown, while your circumstances were, you were in chains, you were suffering for the cause of Christ. So you had joy, but you're appealing to your church, make my joy complete. Like, this is the icing on the cake, church. If you can make my joy complete. And he goes, by being like-minded, having the same love, being one in spirit and of one mind. Verse 3 says, "Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourself." Others. What does others look like to you? "Not looking to your own interests, but each of you to the interest of others." How many times have we gone to the store during the beginning of this pandemic and found the aisles have been wiped clean from disinfectants or paper goods, toilet paper? You couldn't find one thing, and you look over the aisle and there's shopping carts that were just loaded high with these items. The Apostle Paul is talking to the church in Philippi, but this message relates to us. There's so much we can get from this text. Like-mindedness, his joy, he had joy while he was imprisoned, and do nothing out of selfish conceit. Think of others more valuable than yourself. Question for you that I have this morning. In a time that our nation seems so divided, and you don't even have to go that wide, right? You can just bring it down to whether it's the nation that's so divided or even your family may be divided during this time. Is it possible that the solution for division is being like-minded? Is the solution being to share in the common spirit? So that's the first question. In a time when our nation or your family seems so divided, could the answer to bringing back unity be here? And then A or B, is it possible or not possible? Question 2, what does like-mindedness look like to you? Do we have to worship the same way? Do we have to look the same way? Do we have to hang out with the same types of people? What does value others? So that's question 2. What does like-mindedness look like to you? And thirdly, what does like-mindedness look like to Christ? And as we discuss on Wednesday, we'll find the answer on the verses following from 5 to 11. But this is such a wonderful passage, and I invite you to join us on Wednesday, because this talks about unity, which is something we so need at this time. it talks about valuing others, which is so needed at this time. So I pray that you will join us on Wednesday. But before I just end, I just want to say, whoever may be listening to this, if there's any question in your mind, I want to reassure you this morning that you are so loved. You are so valued. You are so worthy to Jesus. And so I pray that you keep repeating that to yourself this morning and thank God for his love. And if you don't feel it, join us on Wednesday where we can come together as a community. Le Mafutanga. See you on Wednesday. God bless you. And may he shine his face upon you until we meet again. God bless.